This program has been brought to you by China. Yes, China. Your friendly communist neighbors. We own all of your shit now, including your government.
It was at this moment that he knew. He fucked up.
Dead or alive, you are coming with me. Say hello to my little friend!
Yes, it is true. Loki is team eyeball sheep. Yes, eye sheep. We are team eye sheep in this house. The eyeball is the only intelligent creature on this entire show, which is really interesting because it's supposed to be a show about alpha predators and aliens and all this stuff. And the sheep is the best thing on the show. I just have to say that eyeball is the only reason I'm hanging in there and still watching it. Yes, I have a team sheep shirt. I'm team eye sheep. We are an eye sheep household. Thank you, Disney sheep herder, again for the shirt. Because I saw this and I was like, you know what? I'm going to wear this Monday because I am team sheep. We are team sheep in this house because the sheep is the only good damn thing on the show. And the sheep took that guy out. Okay, there's been a lot of like, okay, is the eyeball trying to help the human beings? No, the eyeball is like, fuck around, find out. Good morning, my friend. How are you doing?
I'm good. All right, can we get it right today? Let's see. Here we go. All right. Hey, shout out Pat S. Does Zeropium dream of eyeball sheep? Good question. Because as I was telling Loki backstage, I might be team eyeball because I could barely keep my eyes open for this goddamn episode. True story.
Really?
Yeah.
But it's called The Fly, and it's about an eye. And
well, they can look into my eye. It was boring, guys. It was just really boring.
It's derpy writing. It really
is.
I want to show you guys something. Right off the bat, this is an actual. I've got a couple of actual scenes for you guys this morning. Derpy, derpy, derp. That's the alien. Derpy, derp, derp. That's the language they're speaking. Is the language of derpy, derp.
Yeah.
Which is fascinating. Good morning, everybody. Good morning. We got another one.
Oh my god.
This is an actual, yes, this is actually in the show.
Yeah, they made a point to highlight his feet and his fetish with his feet again because he's a retard trillionaire and that's his only character trait.
And I'm starting to think he's not. I'm starting to think the old man behind him is the real him and he's just an android. Well, I don't know. We'll find out. We got one more. Yes, she has been whistling and critting.
She talks to this thing now.
She talks to it.
She full on talks to it. Still with no context of, dialect or how, their consonants work or anything like that. But no, she's just full up talking to this thing now.
So,
yeah.
This is pretty much the entire show in a nutshell right here. Pretty bird, pretty bird, pretty bird, pretty bird.
And I thought my alien noises were bad. It's like if a Xeno popped down in front of my face right now and I just sat there and went, ooh, ooh. Is it going to start coming over for coffee on Monday morning to watch a show with me or some shit like that?
My baby.
Jesus.
My baby.
No one can hear me yawn. Yes, I had to restart this episode. Go back about 15, 20 minutes worth. Because
the alien's looking at his feet too. It's been a
well, if I had to choose between Boy Cavalier and this alien's feet, I'll take this alien. I'll take his feet.
I don't know about that.
I'm basically just saying that out of spite at this point because I can't stand to stomach this crap any longer, guys. I promise I'm not going to rant and rave as much as I did last week because I was getting heated last Monday, so I apologize. That was probably evident in a few moments where I almost just wanted to punch my screen. It's just boring, and
in space,
I'm sure
no one can hear you yawn.
Yep. And if I wasn't living alone, everybody else would probably see me yawn as well. Am I on the wrong mic? What am I doing wrong here? Microphone. Yes, I am. Here we go. Thank you, Snowdub. There we go. Damn. Yep. Sorry. StreamYard, Streamlabs, whatever this is, it likes to do a thing every couple weeks and just reset all of my audio settings. So thank you, Snowdub.
On a hot mic, and I didn't know it. My mic.
Yeah.
was hot.
So anyway, I thought I had disabled the other one, but yeah, that's what happens when we do it.
Derpistan. Welcome to Derpistan, the alien universe as seen through the eyes of Disney and Hulu. Derpistan. I don't get, like, this guy talks like this is the most terrifying television series of all time. I shit you not. That's what he said. That's what Ali said. This is the most terrifying TV series ever.
Who said that?
Like, that's the showrunner.
Of course. Well, of course it was. It's not going to be anybody else unless you're a paid shill looking for Disney to sponsor your fat crippled ass. Yeah, I said it.
Wow. But this pretty much sums up the entire episode.
Yes, it does.
Is there anything like did anything stand out for you at all? Besides the oddball being super intelligent and setting people up to die, which I mean, he's totally working to get out, is what he's working on. He wants out.
Well, yeah, he's characteristically in his own way. I say we don't know what the eyeball is. It's just an eyeball that's impregnated a sheep's face and made it into a sheep zombie. Go sheep zombies.
Hold on, we'll show you. Boop.
Yeah.
There it is. We've got dumb, we've got dumber, and then we've got the sheep.
Yeah. And that's basically that character. Yeah, the sheep in the middle took up what 20% of our screen time during this episode. And
it's just standing there most of the time.
There.
The one thing it did do was hit the wall and made Smeed fall into the containment cell, which was dumb as hell. That whole thing was dumb as hell. He ripped the feeding door off. So his second best idea was to open the containment unit to this alien thing and just go in there. And this is why. And if y'all think I'm kidding around when I say these characters are some of the most stupidly written I've ever seen, this is a prime example why. I am not exaggerating. It is out there for the world to see. These are what these fucking stupid GoBots do every single episode. They do stupid shit like this. Like, oh, I'll just open the door where there's a fucking creature in here so I can feed it its tray of rocks. Still can't figure out what all of that was. Oh, that's okay. So they're breaking down. It's breaking down raw elements with its acid goo that it shoots out.
Well, it got broken out. All right.
Oh yeah. So obviously it eats some kind of metal to create its hive.
This isn't food. Now it's some kind of metal.
Now it's eating the synthetic.
Yeah.
So it's eating the synthetic. It killed Mead. Or Smeed.
Smee, yeah. The Peter Pan names.
Peter Pan name killed Smee, and it is now digesting his circuitry and metal in his body so that it can build a better hive.
Great. So we're gonna get. You think we're gonna get like some friggin' hybrid creature built out of synthetic body parts and shit like that?
It may be. That may be. We don't know. We have no idea. They only have 2 episodes to explain this, so I highly doubt they're gonna do anything that cool. No. It would be kind of neat if they somehow used his body to make better flies. It's like a giant fly.
Yeah. Here's the problem.
Which is why the episode is named The Fly. Because you finally get to see what these things were. You don't know. They've been teasing you like, what's in the box? What's in the box? Thanks, Pat. I'll never forget that. So I get a text yesterday, and it's like, what's in the box? And I'm like, oh, cool. 7 reference. It's a soul, like what's in the briefcase in Pulp Fiction. Like, no, dude, that's Pulp Fiction. I'm like, well, yeah, but it's the same thing. There's a head in the box. I know what's in the box, but it's essentially a soul is in the box. Oh yeah, right. And he's like, no, really, what's in the box? And I'm like, it's a head, dude. You know? And he's like, holy shit. I thought I was talking to my nephew. He sent a box over for me, and I'm like, good one, dude.
Brilliant.
Does my name say nephew on your phone? Or does it say Loki?
I didn't know y'all were related like that. That's pretty cool.
Why couldn't we just have had Xenos? Honestly, the only aliens are just kind of distracting.
Well, because here's the problem I have with this whole thing.
Made my weekend though. It really did. It made my Sunday.
There's more than one. I mean, I get the notion that you want to do something different with this franchise because after however many years it's been, 50 years now since the first one, almost, we're getting up there. You've really done all you can with basic xenomorph biology and their characteristics and their mystique or whatever. So, hey, let's just bring in everything else. But, you know, I mean, I get it from that side of things. But at the other hand, it's like, well, you know, maybe we should just keep finding ways to milk this franchise dry for all it's worth. So let's bring in a bunch of other stupid shit. And then we're going to get friggin' derpy Wendy bitch there to start talking to these things to totally domesticate and humanize these things so they have no mystique left whatsoever. I mean, way to neuter a species, folks. Thanks, Disney. Good job.
And there was a cool scene where you see the alien coming down by its tail, and it's just like,
yeah.
I mean, I thought that looked really cool.
It was cool.
Problem is,
been there, done that. We've seen it 40 billion times now. Hey guys, remember how nimble the aliens are? Yeah, we get it. We get the point, guys. Come on.
It's like wasted in all of this crap. You know what I want to see? And I've said this a couple of times. I said this a couple of times last week. And yes, this episode got brought up last week. Twice. It got brought up on the Friday morning show. We talked about it for like a half an hour. And then we talked about it on the late show. I said this both times. I want to see the dame, which is the redhead psychology chick. I want to see her taken over by the eye and out in like a rowboat, rowing in the ocean, trying to get away from the nuke that they're gonna, you know, hit this island with, because it's the only way to be sure. If they actually say that, I'll be like,
it's the only way to be sure.
It's the only way we nuke the entire island. I want to hear Utani say that. You need to. What are we dealing with here, ma'am? You need to nuke the entire island from orbit. Are you serious? It's the only way to be sure. I want to hear her say that. And
why?
Have them nuke the island and have the dame in a rowboat, and at the last minute turn and look at the screen, and the eyeballs like, it makes her smile. Like I got away.
I mean, I get it, but you know, that's just it's another member berry thrown into the Lucky Charms box. Like, oh, we said the thing, guys. Remember? Yeah, okay, let's do some original shit already. Seriously. But now, having said that, all their original shit is just shit. Let's bring in all these derpy characters. Oh my god, these stupid derpy characters. Let me talk about. I'm not even going to talk about Foot Fetish Boy again because I'm sick and tired of that son of a bitch.
Oh,
I'm not gonna.
Are you talking about
Boy Cavalier? I'm not going to talk about Wendy because she's dumb. All she does now is talk to fucking aliens. So dude. Stop.
They are at an arbiter's. So they're going through arbitration to try and find a deal between Boy Cavalier and Wayland Yutani for the aliens. This is how he shows up, and this is what he does. He puts his nasty fucking feet up on the table. And more, this has convinced me this guy can't be real. But obviously it is. He is.
I'm sorry. I can't look at that. I can't look because every time I see him, I want to hit something. I can't do it. Hey, if you want to put it back up, yeah, put it back up. I dare you. Derp, derpy, derpy, derp.
Derpy, 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 derp.
This was one of the few, I guess you could say, plot elements that took place during this episode, which brings it to the top of a list of about 3. Because basically they're having this big meeting between Derpy Boy and Yutani bitch, and I can sum it up for you in 5 seconds. I want money for your ship. I want the creatures on the ship. Give me money. Okay, done.
Morning, punk waddle.
And that's it. But they're still keeping the creatures because it's going to take time for them to
6 weeks quarantine.
To quarantine everything.
That facility is not going to last another 48 hours.
Yeah.
That facility will be destroyed in the next 48 hours.
And you would think I know there's rumor going around that this is going to go for another season. Sorry, folks. I'm out by then. I'm not doing another season.
Are you serious?
I am serious. I'm done. I was checked out.
No. That it's going to do. They're going to do another season.
I thought that's what everybody on chat was saying. It was going to be another season. Maybe. I don't know. Did you doodle that Friday night, Snow Dub? Good job. I would rather watch a 18-hour flip book of shit that looks just like that than another goddamn episode of this shit. So you would think, okay, so I don't know if it's been confirmed or it's not, but if there's a season 2, I'm out. I can't do it. I can't.
Yeah, Zeropium's the one who wanted to talk about this. He's the one who brought this to my attention and was like, "Hey, I'm interested in doing talking about alien Earth." And I was like, I would have never thought that. Are you serious? And he said, "Yes, I am." And I was like, "Okay, we'll talk about alien Earth." All I said was, and I will pull up the DM. Let's go to the videotape. I said, "Hey, I'm thinking about checking out that Alien Earth episode if you want to go through that on Monday." I in no way said, "Hey, let's do the whole fucking series." I did not say that at all. But everybody in chat was saying, "Nope, you got to continue going down with the ship." So here we are. Yeah, I hear the flies are from the Predator planet. That's where the flies
at this point come from. At this point, I wouldn't be surprised because, we've got to just put everything together. Pretty soon we will be getting a RoboCop versus Terminator standoff, I'm sure. And then they'll bring friggin' Batman in just for the hell of it. Why not?
Yeah, the derpy alien would be more entertaining than the entire show.
Yep. So let me so we've established the fact that Wendy just talks to this alien creature now. Her dumbass brother
she is the alien whisperer that's like tick 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 tick.
Yeah. Still like has
she's on a damn camel. Tick 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 tick.
Still has no idea how their dialogue even works. She's just making sounds. For all she knows, she could be sending the alien nuke codes. We don't know.
That'll be 2 points if anybody can tell me where teek 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 comes from. What movie?
I have no idea.
Seriously? No idea? No clue? Really?
Nope. The show rotted my brain.
What female in a movie says teek 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 to a ha ha? We have a winner chicken dinner.
Well.
Right. Teek, 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 teek. And she's making that damn camel run faster than all the other camels. And you're like, what the hell is she saying to that camel?
Good job.
So, yes, absolutely. Arwen's the first one that got it. Then Classic got it. Then Daryl got it. Yes.
Good job.
At least that's believable when she's on the damn camel going teek, 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 teek.
Yeah. That's good stuff. So, yeah.
This is derp.
Derp. So yeah, you would think, because I've said before how, this show has pacing issues and everybody has deals with pacing. See, I can't even speak because I've been practicing my Xeno dialect. Click, 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 derp. The show has pacing issues and everybody has issues with pacing issues. Now, I understand there's something to be said for a series or a show or a movie having a nice slow burn. You're building on an arc. But we've got 2 episodes left if there is or is not a second season. Regardless, we have 2 episodes left of this damn series. Can something please fucking happen already? How many episodes have we sat through where there's just nothing happen? Maybe 1 or 2 things an episode and the rest is all filler.
Well, that's why I'm team sheep. Every time we see the sheep, something cool happens. We discovered the xenomorphs are vegan and they just attack people because their dietary requirements were ignored. Season 2 of Alien Earth.
That would make sense. And I would not be surprised at all.
Attacking people because of dietary requirements.
Mhm.
Yeah, I can totally see it.
That's why they don't go
Does it
after
have?
the goat.
Does this alien have purple hair?
I'd imagine
Purple or
if they
green
could.
hair?
I'd imagine if they could grow follicles and Super Wendy continues to talk to them, they would learn how to dye their hair if they were
Are
able
you
to grow it.
surprised none of the androids that the synths, whatever you want to call them, have
GoBots?
dyed their hair? I'm waiting for the redhead chick to just shave her head and start.
I was honestly waiting for two of those boys to kiss in this particular episode when they started getting all bro huggy on each other there, which would have been creepy in itself because they're fucking kids.
Okay, so okay, I want to bring something up since you brought that up. Someone has put out a theory that someone has done something to the Nibs android. That there
Nibs.
is some kind of Nibs is the redhead.
Oh,
Okay,
I'll get
has
to
done
her.
something. Someone has done something to the redheaded android. Something, because that's why she thinks she's got a baby. Okay, no, this is supposedly a thing. Someone's done something to the Nibs android. It's why she thinks she's pregnant. If this is true, this is the worst idea they could have had to do in a series like this because you've already transitioned the children in this show, which is their own word. That's the word they use.
Because
only kids can transition because of the way their brains are, and they're young enough to adapt to what's going to happen. So you have to transition them when they're younger, when they're still kids.
Their words, because children's minds are easier to mold. So you're saying, for clarification purposes, something happened to the human version of Pippi Longstocking, same fate
the
in
android.
her previous life. Oh, okay.
No, the android. And
So
that's why she's like, it's not just the eyeball thing. Something's happened. Wow. They can erase her memory. They've erased her memory in this episode. So that doesn't mean they couldn't have erased her memory before, and that's somehow going to come back, and it's going to be some kind of traumatic. I'm like, if you guys are really fucking doing this, you guys have like, it's like, oh, well, the trauma and the this, and they erase the memory, and it's getting more and more.
It's stupid.
How are you doing? They're trying to do present day shit is what they're trying to do.
No, it's stupid.
How can we talk about today in Alien Earth? And that's exactly what this entire series has become, is how can we talk about the politics of today in a alien sci-fi show? And they all sat down together at a table at Disney and got on a whiteboard and talked about how they could do all this stuff. And yeah, dude, the sheep, team sheep. We are team sheep here. Fourth drawer down. Thank you. We are team sheep. The sheep is the best boy. The eyeball is the only smart one on the damn show. And I really believe that. Okay, so that was another thing. I may have been mistaken. I don't think that the eyeball was trying to save the lady scientist on the ship. I think he was trying to distract her so she didn't see the damn thing squirting the eggs in her water. I think that was the whole thing. Was he was like, "Hey, lady, look at me." So she missed the tick squirting its eggs into her water.
Yeah. Well, because if the eye can get out, then it knows it's going to have, an applicable host that's going to be in distress or some type of peril where it's going to be easier for the eye to just, take over the host. But let me go back to pregnancy GoBot there. Because this is why I said this was stupid. Because they put this whole thing in motion where they're going to wipe her memory. Okay, cool, whatever. You got to do what you got to do. If this Kmart GoBot is fucked up in the head and it's technically a synthetic, it's not really a human being at all, whatever, let's wipe her memory. We'll keep who she is intact. We'll just restart everything and start with a blank slate.
But it obviously didn't work because she still got all snippy with Wendy.
Here's the problem. And here's the problem I have with that. That's why this whole thing is stupid. If you're going to wipe her memory, would you not debrief all the other stupid GoBots saying, hey, she's going to be out of commission for a while. She's not going to remember anything. No, Wendy is just sitting in her room and she's talking about, oh, the ship crash. Oh, do you remember the eyeball creature? Oh my God, do you remember this? If you're going to wipe her memory and then let every other person on this fucking island ask her about shit that she shouldn't be able to remember after you wipe her memory, what was the goddamn point?
Because they're just property. See, here's the thing.
But you see the problem? It's stupid.
They don't look at them like assets. They're just property.
But do you see that from a writing standpoint? It just nullifies everything they tried to do. It's like if you're trying to wipe her memory and then everybody is going to just ask her about her memories, what was the fucking point? Just let her be the psychotic psycho GoBot and just keep it like that. No, we'll wipe her memory and then we'll just nullify that by all the other GoBots talking to her. I mean, come on,
Team
really.
Team sheep. We are sheep in this house.
I said I wasn't going to get fired up, but this shit is just so stupid, guys. I can only handle so much stupid before I just want to paper cutter myself at this rate.
He really doesn't like this shot.
I didn't know.
He really doesn't.
I don't like this character. Should we mention how he's sensually crawling on the desk after he puts his dirty fucking feet on the damn thing? 20 billion, 15 billion, 25 billion, 50 billion, and we get to keep the creatures. The price is wrong, fuck boy. Jesus. I hate this character. I hate all the characters because they're dumb. They're just dumb.
Except for the sheep.
Well, the sheep is
we are team sheep.
Yeah, the sheep.
We are team sheep in this house.
I guess so. The sheep is the only one not to fucking say anything in these shows. It just stands there. It stands there and looks at things more than Timothy Oliphant's character does, who I still think is just completely wasted in this episode. This whole series.
Captain Fandom Nerd, for being a member 33 months. Thank you, brother. I don't see you in here, but thank you for being a member. Holy shit.
And if they want to keep this political, why are we having a little teen boy manspreading all over somebody's nice table? That's pretty that's pretty overly sexual, and I think a lot of females should
that's the point.
Oh my God.
These are my three favorite pictures from this episode, though. So, along with the sheep.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
What else happened? Let's see. The dame's husband got fired. He got let go because he wasn't gonna memory hole nibs.
Mm-hmm.
So he got fired, but he showed Wendy, Moira, Angela, Darlene's brother how to turn her tracker off.
Take her and go now.
They only got 2 episodes left. You did see, and they talked about the dock where the boats are. That is why I want to see the redhead dame, rowing a boat with the eyeball. You know,
I'm on a boat.
Yeah, get it. I want to see the eyeball take her out. I really do. We know there's going to be another alien because the face hugger got on Homeboy.
It got on Dame's husband there, the one that got
Dame's
fired.
husband. So there's going to be another alien get born before the show is over. Thank you, Penny, so very much. Thank you, Penny. Penny has become a warrior of Midgard. Thank you, Penny. You guys are kicking ass and taking names today. Thank you, both of y'all. Let me give you a welcome to Valhalla. Let's go and storm the gates of Mordor with Frodo. Let's go! Do you think they'll put a Lieutenant Dan on that boat, Loki? No, it'll just be the Dame. and she'll be rolling the rowboat and had the eyeball in her. At least I hope so. I really do.
It could be, if they go that way, my guess would be it'll be Dame, it'll be Wendy, Xeno Whisperer, and her derpy brother, unless he gets killed off in the next 2 episodes. Who knows?
I hope so.
Because he wants to escape the island and he wants to take Wendy with her. So I mean, which is going to it seems like that's going to be a conflict of interest, because Wendy doesn't want to go, because they're all talking about changing and doing all this stuff, and I'm going to fix the problem. And then they're all like, well, maybe you're the problem that needs fixing, or some shit's like, yeah, I see what you're doing there.
Well, okay. The one thing the old man said this, the old man that is always up Boy Cavalier's backside.
Yeah.
He said something. He actually said something intelligent. He said, should we let her go off with you to live a normal life, or should she create faster than light travel? I wonder which way we're going to go with that. No, he's absolutely right. The only problem is that this is never going to happen. What they think is going to happen in the next couple of weeks is never going to happen, because they're all going to die. You're all going to die down here.
Oh, good. So, Red Queen strikes again. At this point, I'm okay with that.
She's not going to have the chance to come up with faster than light travel. But we do know that in the future, in Alien Resurrection, they have FTL. Because they get from all the way out in no man's space where there are no laws, all the way back to Earth in like a couple hours.
Yeah.
So we know at some point they have FTL.
I guess it's
don't
possible.
Have it now.
I guess it's possible, because Resurrection is 200 or so years after all of the first Alien. It's like 200 years after the first Alien. So maybe Team Wendy can build her team of other Wendy's and they can start developing.
Oh God, no more Wendy's. No, we don't need a team
of
Wendy's. No.
There'll be scientists. There'll be scientists working for the good of
I don't
humanity.
care if they're scientist Wendy's, derpy Wendy's, alien whisperer Wendy's. No more Wendy's.
Why is
the Wendy's?
That?
The Wendy's of this show suck. This entire Wendy arc of Peter Pan in space has killed the show. It's not the horror, it's not the aesthetics, it's not the directing. Even though I think some of these characters have fallen flat, I think that's the character, that's the actors, and not the characters themselves. The problem is this entire story arc of Neverland, Prodigy, Wendy and the Lost Boys. This entire part of the story sucks ass so bad that you're like, man, can we get through all this insufferable shit and see something cool? So that when we do see something cool, like the alien coming down out of the rafters, or the eyeball being in the goat, the sheep, what the eyeball did to Smeed was funny. I thought the sheep scared him, and he accidentally locked himself in that room. I thought that is acceptable. And it shows that they are vulnerable and that they can be killed.
Yeah.
They think they can't. And that's what woke up Nibs, was I can die. I can be killed. I'm not safe. They've wrapped
I'm also not pregnant.
They wrap these kids in this blanket of you're safe now and nothing's ever going to hurt you again. That's not true.
Yeah.
And they're about to find out.
They're going to fuck around and find out. So this, so the timeline. So
Ops has a message for you.
I just want to say again how much I appreciate you saving me time by watching this. Watch Loki is greater than watching this dog crap. Well, that's not saying much, because Alien Earth is not a high bar to step over. But I'm glad your tastes are a little bit better than that. All right. So the timeline.
This is 2 years before.
This is 2 years
Alien.
before. This is 2 years before Prometheus, I think.
No. This is 2 years before Alien. And Prometheus and Covenant never happened.
Prometheus and Covenant never. Oh, we're doing that with this show.
So they ignored Prometheus and they ignored Covenant. They did not ignore. They're not going to ignore Romulus, which doesn't make any sense because Romulus.
That was directly related to the first two. They've got the black friggin' goo in it.
They are ignoring Prometheus and Covenant, but they're not ignoring Romulus. But yeah, this is how fucked up Disney is with how it wants to do its stuff.
Well, they in their defense, they're probably not going to ignore Romulus because Romulus was, that was under their umbrella. I mean, the first two Aliens, Disney had nothing to do with that. But now that, this is something that we were involved with. Yeah.
Yes.
We'll stick with that.
I ignore those two movies too. Prometheus is dumb, but here's the thing. And I said this Friday morning and I said this Friday night. There are dumb people in every single one of these movies. Every single one. You think there's not, but there are. Kane was a moron. There's something alive. It's moving. I have movement. I'm going to stick my face over the movement and look into the giant egg that's opened in front of my face. Kane was a moron. We can argue about it all day long, but Dallas was an idiot for going into the thing. Even with a flamethrower, he was an idiot going by himself. Aliens, the Marines, as soon as they were like, okay, I want it flame units only, rifle slung. What are we supposed to use, man? Harsh language.
Yes.
So all Sarge had to do was, Lieutenant, we're backtracking to the ABC and we're going to reload with shotguns and flamers. Okay,
I said that.
Come back up
last Monday.
It takes all of 10 minutes to get back up to the ABC. Reload, go back down. Alien 3. Rumor control. Here are the facts. There is no giant alien hunting us. And then he gets ripped into the rafters by the alien in front of everybody. The one dude standing there with a chair going, fuck.
I was gonna say that scene brought up the best moment in that movie when one of the many bald guys is just standing there with a chair and he says, fuck.
Alien resurrection. Dumbass people. That she is giving birth for you, Ripley. Your gift to her is a human reproductive organ. Oh. And Prometheus, dumb snake charmer guy. Oh, look at the little snake. Yeah, that's about to rip your arm in half and go in your mouth and kill you. Covenant's dumb. Covenant's absolutely dumb.
Covenant is just stupid.
Prometheus is dumb. Or not, Romulus is dumb. So they've all been dumb. They've all had dumb shit happen to them. So I don't want to hear the excuse. Well, those shows had such smarter yada 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 when we've always had dumb. I expect a level of dumb in this show. What I do not expect is absolutely derp, retarded writing, and retarded characters. And that's what we've got. Well, I'm not talking about the kids being kids, because the kid thing, you know what? I think this whole idea of having kids in adult bodies is the dumbest shit. We're going to transition you into adult robot bodies.
Let me tell you,
this is the dumbest fucking shit they could have come up with, but it could be worse.
Oh, I'm sure it will get worse. See, here's your problem, Loki. You're not expecting derp. Well, look where this show is coming from. You were only kidding yourself. I'm sorry to say. If you're looking to avoid derp and stupid characters and stupid writing and, modern day topics and all that fucking Civil War crap that's going on now, what did you expect? Look at the source. Look at who they get to direct these things, who they get to write these things, who they get to play these things. We're only kidding ourselves if we're expecting something above decent at this point, ladies and gentlemen, because we're not going to get that. That bar is gone.
I tell you what, Tulsa King has been good. Dexter Resurrection was absolutely awesome. That's the best season of Dexter since Dexter season 4. So much better than the last show they did, the Dexter New Blood, and they admitted in the middle of the season, this last season, we screwed up and we know it. And then they showed Dexter at the end saying, I am exactly what you need me to be. I am Dexter Morgan. I am the Ripper. I'm
I'm the
Bay,
vengeance.
or
I
I'm
am
the
the
Bay
night.
Harbor Butcher.
I'm Batman.
Yeah, he's an evil Batman. And what a damn great show. So I've seen some good shows. Wednesday, 98% of Wednesday is great. 2% of it is cringe as shit. And I don't know who has gotten Tim Burton into this. Oh, well, we'll have Gomez say cringy ass dialogue. But 98% of Wednesday has been great. I've really enjoyed most of that. I didn't even realize Gomez was talking about environmental shit until someone pointed it out. I actually had to go back and rewatch it because I didn't catch it the first time. I guess I was just like, what the hell did he say? What's going on? What? Mobland was absolutely excellent. Mobland was good. So there's been some great shows to catch. And I've been trying to be more open. It's just, this is not
one of them.
This is absolutely not one of them.
Because I mean, you know, and I agree with you. You're going to expect some stupid, because I mean, a lot of the time, some character doing a stupid thing is what propels the plot forward. It's what keeps things moving. Unlike this, where it's just stupid all the time. I mean, it's like you expect some stupidity, whether that's incidental or accidental or intentional. It's always going to be there. There's no flawless film out there or flawless series or anything. So you expect some stupidity, but you can't base an entire show and series around stupidity. And that's all I get from this series. It is the one constant griping, nagging voice in my head saying, yes, we are all stupid, and you're going to watch us continue to be stupid through the whole thing.
Well, that's it. And it doesn't have to be. That's the thing. And what I know you disagree with this, but when I talked to Snowdub about it, he liked the episode where they're on the ship. You get the full backstory. He would have wanted more than that. I want more of that. I want a 2-hour. Give me a 2-hour intro. Give me a little 2-hour movie to open the series. And I'd have just kept that 2-hour movie and been happy with it and forgotten about all this shit. I would have honestly believe that they were like, shit, the beginning is so good that it's just going to fall off after that. And nobody's going to watch it. Yeah. We'll wait to put all this until the middle of the series. That way people come back and give it another shot. Yeah. I really think that was not the original plan. And they did that because they knew this show stinks and smells like ass. It's swamp ass with cucumbers. Ask El Perro. He knows.
It's lame. That was my... okay, we're not going there. Thanks. That was my whole problem. No, let me clarify this, because I don't dislike the aesthetics. I do like the aesthetics. I like the ship design. It's, you know, it's source material. Good job. Chef's kiss. There's nothing wrong with that at all. I didn't dislike the ship episode. It was just, again, very slow paced. But the whole problem I had with them using those aesthetics, effects, those constructs, all of that, the problem I had with that is they used it in the first 20 minutes of the first episode, and then it all went away and we never saw it again. And I know you hate the kids or the GoBots as much as I do, but I said after watching the first episode, if they're not going to use this again, they could have just taken that whole ship section out and started with the kids and talked about, you know, how they came across all these creatures and shit like that. Well, and then gone ahead with the ship episode later, explaining how they got there.
The female synthetic is a way for them to cheat. Okay, this is their cheat code, and this is the way this works. Okay, instead of cucumbers and swamp ass, instead of having a woman that you have to challenge to be interesting, they can have a badass female that can school all the men around her because she's a robot. And you can't bitch about it because she's a robot. They're doing the exact same thing in the new Predator movie. He's going to have a synthetic female along for the ride that he's going to wear like a backpack. He's going to C-3PO that bitch.
Is he going to stick it to her back like a paper cutter?
While she teaches him how to be a predator. I shit you not, they're going to femsplain how to be a predator in the new Predator movie. Because he's going to have this chick on his back and she's going to be the reason why he's successful. He's going to be a loser. He's going to be a fucking not man enough to be a predator. And she's going to teach him, a female fucking synth is going to teach him how to be a badass. Just wait and see. This is their way around you being able to criticize the fact that she's a female and doing something badass. Just wait. This is what they're doing.
Yeah,
this is their key around. Look at her. She's literally whistling to a dancing dick. That is what she is doing. A dancing penis. Oh, it kisses the legs of the penis.
The next thing I'm waiting for is Mary fucking Poppins to drop down and say, a spoonful of sugar helps the Xeno stay soft. I mean, Jesus, tap dancing Christ, guys. This was all within what, the first 2 minutes? She's whispering and clicking and doing a whole bunch of it. It's like, you don't know the fucking language. You don't know the context. You don't know the dialect of how these creatures, which we had no idea about in the first place. You don't know how this works. She's just sitting there making these fucking noises to her. And, we
has no
audience,
content. She has no context.
She has no context of anything, and nor do we, because if she doesn't, neither do we. But we're just left in the dark about so much crap because nothing happens in these goddamn episodes anyway. So
yes,
what's the fucking
predator.
point?
Beta predator, yes.
See, when you say she's going to teach it how to be a predator, I was hoping it was a kind where Chris Hansen's going to come knocking on your door, but that's just my wishful thinking. But Jesus, we've got 2 episodes left. Can we please have something happen? For the love of God.
I think that's what we're about to get, because we're closing in on the end game. The series is about to be over. I'm kind of grateful that a show is only going 8 episodes now for a season. I used to bitch about that all the time. Now I'm like, oh, yay, it's almost over. Yay. We got 7 and 8.
Well, that's okay if you don't have to wait 2 or 3 years for a new season to come out. If this thing does get renewed and they do another season, are people going to be waiting 2 or 3 years for this? It's not like episodic series of old where you got everything on a yearly consistent basis.
No. And that used to be, the thing. You'd have, Cheers. Well, it happens in a damn bar. So that bar is set up. It doesn't get broken down. That's permanent stage. It's permanent stage. It's there. It's got a live audience. You film it. All this shit gets broken down and warehoused as soon as this is over. You want to know why it's taking like 2 or 3 years to film 1 season of television? Because they have to rebuild everything from scratch when it comes back. Okay, they're not on normal filming schedules anymore. They have to rebuild everything as soon as they start filming again, and then when they're done, they close up shop. Another series comes in, takes over that space, builds up its thing all over again, and boom. This is why shit has become so much more expensive, because they're not keeping it up and they're not filming like normal.
Do you think
they're building everything from scratch, then tearing it down, waiting until they get the thumbs up to start on the next season, and then starting production all over again. They have to rebuild everything
because they don't. It's obvious that would you equate that to maybe them not having as many dedicated filming lots to stuff like this? Because I would imagine the way capitalism is going around the world everywhere, just sell your lots off to the highest bidder. And then when that thing wraps up, Good. Pack it all up, tear it down. Next, let's open the auction house again. You know, I don't know of too many dedicated lots out there that were used to build sets and keep them there for regular programming. Because I mean, basically, at the rate the shit's going this day and age, everything gets one season before it gets canceled and shut out the door anyway. So what's the point?
Spartan Flash says they should have handed it off to Neil Blomkamp. This guy Howley, he thinks that the mic drops at the end of the episodes are like revolutionary. He's like, we're ending every episode like a mic drop from Vasquez that says, "Let's rock." And that's
This
not
time
how this comes off.
This time we got Godsmack, and they did the first verse and then took like the whole 4-minute fucking song and cut it down to a minute. Like, again, what's the point of that? Yeah.
Well, no, seriously, what's the point of that? What's the point in doing this at the end of every single episode? And you know what? Here's the thing. For all of you out there going, you know what, Loki? I might end my show. If I was going to do a show, we are normies, okay? I went to college for some of this stuff. And I still wouldn't do this. But I get the idea is cool. Hey, let's mic drop at the end of seeing every single episode and do some cool thing. The only problem is it's alien to alien. Okay? It doesn't fit. Instead of, you know, dun 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 dun. They should have this ominous soundtrack of its own. It needs to be an ominous soundtrack of its own, very alien-like, whether you get it from Aliens or Alien 3 or the original Alien. There's a music that fits. And then there's, hey, I'm going to pick a random song from the 80s or the 90s and just throw it in there because reasons.
Yep.
Because I liked it. Well, because it was a song I grew up listening to. Is the last thing we're going to get? Are we going to get Jeremy at the end of this? Is the alien going to like come out and fucking you're going to hear that some bitch? Clearly, I remember picking on the alien and the harmless little bug. Oh yeah, when we unleash the Xeno. What the fuck is that? Seriously. Why are we doing this at the end of every episode where it's like, we're gonna drop the mic with a song from the 80s and the 90s that you remember that rocked, and it means mic drop for the show.
Well, this time we got
words. Don't take my word for it. Look it up. That's the showrunner's own words. We're gonna mic drop with 80s or 90s power ballads. There's nothing wrong with some of these songs either. Some of them are derpy ass 90s fucking. Clearly, I remember singing like this. It was a big thing of the time. But God, dude, I don't care. I don't care. I don't want to hear Pearl Jam at the end of the next episode. It doesn't fit. It's not for that. It's rickety dickety fucking laziness on the part of Hallie, or he just thinks he's cool doing that when it's not.
Yeah, we'll see. Well, the problem with that is, because there's a problem with everything, in order to have a mic drop moment, you have to have done something mic drop worthy beforehand, and that has never happened once in this entire series.
And good morning, Trisha Dockery.
That's all I got.
Derpy Derpistan from Snowdub. Spartan Flash says, season finale episode ends. We'll meet again. Don't know where. Don't know when. Bonus points if you read that in Sarkophane's voice.
I can't do it.
You can't?
No. Mainly because I don't know who that is.
Seemed a harmless little fuck. When we unleash the lion.
What song do you think they're gonna use for the closer? I don't know.
I don't know. It'll probably be Stone Temple Pilots or some shit. Just
boy.
wait. It's gonna be Stone Temple Pilots, and I'm gonna be like, yeah, 1 point for Loki. If one of the characters was a retro music lover, then it might lead to some. Yeah, dude. If they were like, okay, even if remember when the military was going to the ship, they got on those ABCs and they were headed to the ship. If like one of them was listening, was like, yeah, retro rock's so bad, dude. Da, 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 da. Or, someone was like, why are you listening to that? Oh, it's all the rage, man. It's all come back. It would be like the inside joke of the inside joke. At least something. But, I mean, damn, dude. Hey, I heard that Jim Kirk liked this song. No, don't you dare. Don't you dare. We're not doing that. My name is James Tiberius Kirk, and I'm not the real Kirk. I'm just a little kid that stole my dad's fucking Corvette and listens to rock. Okay. Thank you, JJ, for doing that. Like if someone adapted the Dark Horse Alien series with Hicks and Newt, all Marines again, that story, it would boot as well. What they're doing isn't anything like that. No, it's not. And they did that. So there is a book series by S.D. Perry. It's either S.D. Perry or it's Stephen Perry. You can look it up. Stephen Perry Alien or S.D. Perry Alien. I know he worked with his daughter. His daughter is S.D. Perry. His name's Stephen Perry. I know he worked with his daughter on a trilogy. That is basically like what would happen if Hicks and Newt went back in. And it even has Ripley in it. So you can find it. It's part 1 of the Alien Omnibus. If you look it up, just look it up. Alien Omnibus paperback, volume 1. It's going to be those 3 books.
SD Perry.
SD Perry. Thank you. That's
SD
his daughter. Perry. That's Stephanie Diane Perry. So Stephen Perry also did the very first Resident Evil books. So
yeah. That's what I actually went to look because I got a stack of those out on the bookshelf.
Someone knows what's up.
So,
Someone
it's pretty good. It's pretty good.
Yeah, I've got all the omnibuses and I have the original paperbacks 1, 2, and 3. So because I love good alien stories, and those 3 alien stories are pretty damn good. It's a trilogy, and it's just sucks they didn't make more. I would have liked a shared universe of that. That would have been really cool. But those 3 stories are really, really good. So check those out at your nearest Barnes & Noble.
Or get it online at your nearest Chapters bookstore now.
Get it on Amazon, whatever, wherever you can get it. I always check bookstores. I was just at Second and Charles the other day, and I was looking. They didn't have any alien books. I got a bunch of Star Trek hardcover books, but they didn't have any alien books.
They're probably getting harder and harder to find if people, just if they're not able to, make them anymore. I mean, I think the only way you'd get new material is if Disney gave somebody permission to go write a bunch of new novels, but they don't want to do that. They want to create their own stories, and that's why we get stuck with shit like this. And around we go. Making fuck berserker.
I want to see what Kirsch's deal is. That's what I want to see for next week. Let's see what Kirsch's deal is next week. Kirsch knows what's going on. He knows that everything's gone to shit. Containment breached. But he told our prodigy fuckboy, everything's cool. Situation normal.
Mm-hmm.
So
yeah,
we'll see.
Yeah, we'll see. Still not looking forward to it, but we'll see.
All right. Guys, we'll be back Wednesday for YouTube Top. Big thank you for everybody that came and hang out this morning. Barry, again, thank you. Huge thank you to Eris for making the lovely
Team Sheep.
Team Sheep. I'm Team Sheep, motherfucker.
Team Eyeball Sheep.
I want to see the eyeball sheep. Sheep eye. I guess that's what we'll call him, sheep eye. I want to see sheep eye, what happens with the sheep eye. And yeah, I love it. I love it. I love it. I am Team Sheep. We are Team Sheep. in this house, Team Sheep. I want to see what the sheep does. So far, the sheep is my favorite character. Kirsch is probably a second up. So it's Team Sheep and then Kirsch. I want to see what happens to the eyeball. I'm liking the eyeball. So, anything before we get out of here?
No, guys. If ladies and gentlemen, if you at all are curious about checking this random pile of whatever out for yourselves, if you have not done so already, if you are minutely curious about it and you wish to do so, by all means, hop on the bandwagon and feel our pain. If not, stay as far away as you possibly can. As a once former great WWE performer once said, run.
How about this? This is much better. Keep watching the sky. All right, we're out of here, guys. Take care. Be excellent to each other. Always speak friend manner. And have a great week, guys. Have a much better week than last week. Have a great week. Keep kicking ass. Keep taking names. And like I said, always speak friend manner. We're getting out of here. Later. Have a great one.
A dollar? I've never seen a dollar. Nobody's got a dollar. Let us see the dollar. There it is. It's beautiful. Take your hat off, boy. That's a dollar bill.
These videos are tremendous. Like,
Derp, derp, derpy, derp.
subscribe, and hammer that notification bell.